Hello, sports fans. How's it going? Welcome back. You know what we do on here. You know what we do. We talk sports. We have a good time. I'm the sports judge. There's a big game Saturday night in Dallas. I'm excited to see the Lions versus the Cowboys. Big matchup here. I'm curious to see how this one plays out. If Detroit, fresh off winning its first division title in 30 years, can go into Dallas and get a win on the road, that would be absolutely insane. Now, Dallas never loses at home. Nothing like a home cooked meal and sleeping in your own bed. Well, I like to eat fast food, so it's a bit different for me. But to get back on topic, we have a matchup of two teams, the Lions and the Cowboys. No one can beat the Cowboys at home, or haven't anyway. But here's something to keep in mind. Detroit is 4-0 in prime time, 5-0 with their starting line healthy, 6-2 on the road. They have one of the best run games in football. They're extremely physical. They're an extremely physical team and match up really well against the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not saying it will happen, but I can see them potentially stealing this game in Dallas if Dallas is not up on their game, if they're not careful, and if they take this team for granted. Am I crazy to say this? I know Dallas is perfect at home. Hardly does anybody walk into their stadium and beat them on their own turf. But you're facing an 11-4 team, a team with the second best road record in the league. Anything is possible, given how well the Lions have played, and they have seen similar opponents all year. Again, they're tough, physical, gritty, battle tested, hungry, and never go away. And if the Lions aren't up on their game, if the Cowboys aren't up on their game, they could lose. I like this Lions team. Don't underestimate the Lions. And looking at the calendar, it's December, folks. You know what usually happens in December, right? The Cowboys never win in December. What is it about this team in the month of December? What is it about this time of year? It's supposed to be the most wonderful time of the year. Instead, it's a time when the Cowboys embarrass themselves, and it happens every holiday season. They disappear. Opposing teams light them up like a Christmas tree. You're at a football game, but it feels like you're at an annual tree lighting watching a team get lit up. Disappearing, losing football games is an annual tradition in December for the Cowboys. And again, if the Cowboys aren't up on their game and they let their guard down, the Lions can come in there and win. Now, this is a must-win for Dallas. You need this game if you're the Cowboys. Momentum matters. Confidence matters. And there is still a slim chance of better seeding. I think the Cowboys will be very physical. I think this will be a battle to the finish. Got to get CeeDee Lamb more targets. Got to get him more involved. You guys heard me say that. The best receiver on your team was targeted 0 times in the second half versus Miami. That should never happen. The defense needs to find itself again, gain confidence over a physical running team like the Lions, get back to making plays on the ball, and even force a few turnovers. This team is dangerous when they're forcing turnovers. If you do that, impose your will on a very good Lions team and jump out to a 2-score lead early, you give yourself a great chance to pull it out. Play fast, play with a sense of urgency, play smart rather than perfect, because not every drive is going to be perfect or successful. If Dak takes care of the ball, if the penalties don't pile up, they could win the game, and they should win the game at home. Got to be disciplined. A more fundamentally sound team. There still remains an opportunity to find that consistency that has lacked in the last 2 weeks, and now would be a good time with the playoffs looming. Coming off back-to-back road losses in 2 games, I think they're trying to finally remove that stigma in a game that allows for confidence in playing against a playoff caliber team. I guess if I had to put my money on it, I'll go with the Cowboys. I'm not really good when it comes to these predictions. Usually, I'm wrong. I guess I'm a jinx. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions win this game either. Dallas better come to play on Saturday. They better show up. This is a statement game for both teams. I think the Lions will blitz early and often to try to rattle Dak, rush 4, and drop 7 into coverage. And they will try to keep Micah Parsons in the middle of the field and let Dak manage the game. And if there's an area for the Lions to exploit, it's Dallas's run defense. Dallas allowed a season high 266 total rushing yards to the Buffalo Bills. Detroit's running back duel of Gibbs and Montgomery should have a chance of producing a solid day on the ground this weekend. That's the formula I think that would work for the Lions. So this is going to be a good game. This might come down to the wire. I don't expect it to be a shootout or a blowout. I think it's going to be a very physical game. You're watching 2 physical teams with a lot to still play for. I know the Lions clinched the division already for the first time in 30 years. The Cowboys are looking to get better seeding. So this is a game of that magnitude. It's very important for both teams. So I expect a great game, a hard-fought game, and one that's going to be very entertaining. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm checking out of here now. Talk to you guys very, very soon. Thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it.